Okay, so Thursday, October the 8th, over here on number 17 green. I just kind of want to do an educational video, and kind of a big concern that I've had since I've been here is some of these areas on the greens that are in shade for long periods, you know, are kind of really struggling. Now we're going into the winter time. You know, we don't get those, you know, the high sun angles, less sunlight, which is definitely an issue for these greens. If you come down past the green, you can see this kind of thinned out, weak area. You know, this kind of stuff right here really, you know, I'm here to give you guys a great conditions. This really kind of irritates me. I can't do that because of the shade, and we don't own the shade, so we're kind of stuck there. The only thing that's going to help this out is getting rid of the shade. Like I said, 8 hours of sunlight Bermuda needs. That's not a made-up number. You can go to any turf forums, university studies, best golf courses in the world. Bermuda grass needs 8 hours of sun to grow healthily. Now, when you come over to these greens and you're mowing this at 1/100th of an inch, and that's what we're mowing them at in the summertime, and then we're double mowing them to get rid of that grain, to speed them up. We're rolling. We have all that play on it. These greens get stressed out because they're so short. So if you grow the grass up longer, you're going to get it's more healthy, like the rough. Grow it up kind of healthier, it's thicker. You know, it can take up more nutrients. The sunlight takes everything in. When it's cut short like this is why we spend so much money on these greens to keep them healthy. It's because we mow them so short. They're under stress constantly. And now we come into the winter time, getting less sunlight, colder conditions. You know, we raise those heights up a little bit for winter survival, but they're constantly under stress. I can't put into words how much stress you know, greens go through with what we do to them and the heights and everything. So we get into this area right here. This area is just sitting in shade all day now. This will not get any better. If I come down here, we've not irrigated. We've not put any water on these greens since we had that big storm back with member guests that night. And you can see, it's hard to see obviously, but you can see it's kind of a greasy look, thin yellowish look. You know, I can feel the moisture on my hands because it just cannot dry out. It's sitting here wet, cooler weather. It's not growing. It's not getting that sunlight, you know, photosynthesis, you know, it's just not getting it. And, you know, it's just going to thin out. And this area has just always been an issue since I've been here, since day one. It kind of comes back, it gets worse, it gets better. For the shade now, number 14 green, the right side, you know, some people ask me, it's thin over there. Again, go over there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's in shade. It does not get 8 hours of sun. And really the only thing we can do here to help this area out is to spray some fungicides. Otherwise, if we didn't, this area would just die right out. And then also some kind of fertilizers to help kind of with that root system. That's definitely shriveling up right now in this area and struggling to kind of help this area out. That's all we can do. Any kind of aerification or anything is just going to tear it up. But again, we don't own the shade. So, you know, people say, well, what, you know, what are you getting at with this video? I'm just letting you know that shade kills grass, kills Bermuda grass. And this is what's happening right here. Same on 14. Go to number 11. Why is the back struggle? Why does the left hand side struggle with the green? It's because of shade. And I just kind of want to get that out there, that really there's nothing you can do with the shade if you don't own the shade. Taking down trees, there's a reason we take them down out here. It's not for fun. It's to help the turf grass survive, get better and live. And one thing I really, you know, hate about this is this back corner of this green is a great hole location. And we've used it 2 or 3 times this year, which is a real shame for this green. So then we have to keep it near the front, keep it on that left hand side. But this would just, if we had the, you know, full sun here, this would be a great spot hole location wise. So again, just want to kind of get the education out there, you know, the tree shade. You know, we're going into winter time, we'll be taking some trees down right in around the golf course of why we're doing it. You know, for turf survival, the health of the turf. And again, you know, just why you might be seeing some of these areas kind of thinning out in spots is because of tree shade.